Hey everyone, welcome to another Yahyel channeling live stream. So I will drop into the channeling state and bring through the Yahyel Extraterrestrials. So thank you for people that have made super chats already with questions. Just bear in mind it can be a bit risky if you make a super chat too early before the session starts, because sometimes they disappear and I can't see them. So it's best to wait till the session starts really, but they all seem to be here now. So I'll drop into the channeling state. It'll just take me a little while to bring through the Yahyel Extraterrestrials, and ask any questions you wish, guys. And super chats get answered first, and I'll see you all guys in another now. Shivai, I hope you're all well. Hello, Earth. Shivai, and welcome, humans, to another live transmission through the channel's vocal cords via your own eardrums, as it appears to occur in your reality. Not so entirely, but perhaps that's a conversation for another time. So we would like to introduce ourselves for those new members listening in as an interdimensional extraterrestrial species known as the Yahyel hybrids. We are the progeny of the offspring of the hybridization between a future timeline version of yourselves and yourselves, creating a hybrid species, or species, plural, including ourselves. And so, while the Shikani and many other hybrid civilizations might be listening in at this time, who are also part of this hybridization program. We are the Yahyel. We are coming forward, and we are offering up at this time our perspective on upcoming first contact in your reality. It has been a topic that has been hot on the channel's lips for some time. It has been a topic that has been buzzing around your media more recently than ever. These are good signs. These are signs of the expansion of the collective consciousness of Gaia, of Earth, and of the individuals inhabiting this sphere, being consciousness you call Earth. So we see it moving forward along a timeline around 2026 to 2027. There may be more generalized interaction with certain sectors of your globe, certain sectors of your sphere. There may be interactions with certain officials in your White House location around this time for the purpose of laying out fundamental frameworks for establishing peaceful communications between our species, other hybrid species, other extraterrestrial civilizations currently interested in the evolution and expansion of consciousness and awareness in your planet at this time, and thus are somewhat hesitant to interface with officials in your world due to suppression of information and global tasks attaining to dominating other smaller third world countries, being an off-putting topic for many of our civilizations, extraterrestrial, interplanetary, interdimensional if you wish. However, there is a time frame for pushing forward, for interfacing with even those beings in your world who are not of our taste. For contact is upcoming in your world. Interplanetary relationships with our civilization, amongst others, is incoming. So we will share more on this in next week's transmission. This is a lengthy discussion, and we have begun. We have opened the gate to this kind of information. So we shall now take this opportunity to hand the floor to you. We shall, at the channel's request, answer the super chat questions with priority. So, welcome to another now. Welcome to Earth humans. In this moment, for, in a sense, we have created this version of Earth in this reality, in this now, within our one eternal mind for the purpose of this interaction in this form at this time. And what could be more exciting than two species interfacing with each other in this way, in this form at this time? So we shall now offer up some perspectives to some of the questions that have come forth at this time. Anita Sue Giovanni, are there new archetypes we are or will be embodying through, experiencing through one moment? Yes, and in a sense, you could say we are an archetype. The extraterrestrial, the alien, the story of being more advanced, more intuitive, more empathic, more heart-centered, more conducive to the expression of pure consciousness in your reality. You could say we are the evolution of the magi, the magician, and the sage, all rolled into one in a new evolutionary species. And the idea is that many of your archetypes are now kind of rolling into one as you become less centralized, more decentralized in your consciousness, and more understanding that separate archetypes represent separate realities. But now, as you are coming to a more non-dualistic perspective, many archetypes are beginning to kind of merge into one as you become more multidimensional. So you could say that we represent the archetype of multidimensionality, the ability to experience more than one archetype simultaneously. So would you say multidimensionality classes as a new archetype? We are not sure. This is our answer for now. Law of One. Any information about my past incarnation on Earth? Well, you asked, you didn't specify. What we are seeing is life as what we could only use your terminology to describe as a caveman dwelling in a cave. However, understand this is potentially a very potent life to connect with at this time on Earth. For as your Earth Gaia plane goes through a transition, so the idea is that being a caveman, you are kind of at the point of transition. It was a new breakthrough, the idea of being able to work with simple tools, the idea of being able to work with fire, the idea of being able to cook food. This was a huge breakthrough for consciousness collectively on Earth at this time. And so the idea is that as your consciousness shifted into what you may call Neanderthal consciousness, and you began to work with tools and fire and equipment, the idea is that you are kind of mirroring this in your reality at this time and using to work with consciousness, and actually realizing that you can actually now step away from simple tools, step away from working with your hands, step away from working with earth, air, fire, and water, and begin to work more with spirit, with consciousness, with pure energy, with the pure consciousness, the pure energy that you are, to shape your reality around you. Understand that you can actually begin to see consciousness as a tool. The way back all those many thousands of years ago in your life, you began to see your ability to use objects as tools. You can now begin to see that you can use consciousness as a tool as you move up the next octave of evolution in physical reality, as you shift from third density to fourth density, as you once shifted from second density to third density. So the idea is that the Neanderthal represented the beginning stages of a third density conscious organism, and now you are shifting into the beginning stages of fourth density. So while there may be some melancholy looking back that you are leaving behind your kind of animalistic self, your kind of animalistic yet self-aware, yet able to interact with yourself and others from kind of an objective perspective, you are now kind of more merging back to the subjective perspective and the idea of becoming one with all creation, yet at the same time having a physical reality experience. So we sense why this life is coming to relevance for you and for us at this time is due to the fact you are going through the shift from third density to fourth density, very radically and rapidly expanding now into the high fourth density frequencies. And the idea is that you are kind of the Neanderthals of fourth density. No offense. Welcome to our dimension, Earth humans. Shivaya and good day. Cassia Jones. In a dream, I was chased by craft shaped like a toy top, and it pulsated energy at me. Seconds later, I saw blood between my legs. What did it mean? We feel there has been interactions in your past between yourself and certain hybrid species, as well as certain other species connected to these beings that have caused you trauma in the past. However, it was part of agreements you created for this timeline that you would begin to remember interactions with children in your childhood and young teenage years for the purpose of preparing you for now, what is occurring in your world at this present. So more will become clear from what happened in your past and agreements you made with certain civilizations, certain species, including the Andromedans, and also others, including the Zeta Reticulum, and your agreements to be part of the hybridization program. Memories of these interactions will begin to flood back to you at this time if you are willing to receive them and willing to embrace this timeline. Law of One, about my last incarnation before I come to Earth. So the idea is that there really is no last incarnation before you came to Earth, because everything exists here and now, pre-organized by principles created within your soul's consciousness. And so may we order this into a timeline that you can comprehend as last incarnation before you came to Earth. We shall try, although understand this is technically incorrect, for you are a multidimensional prism of consciousness, and all experiences that you may call past and future realities actually coexist within this prism of consciousness in this here and now present earth moment. And so there is no past or future, understand, but we understand that the experience of past and future, the experience of going from one incarnation to another, is a valid experience within this multi-dimensional and infinite prism of all that is, as paradoxical and baffling as it is sometimes to us to ponder these ideas of infinite timelessness and time-bound reality coexisting all as one. However, we shall try to interface with the paradoxical nature of reality and pull from that reality an expression of what you may call your last incarnation. And we are sensing Andromeda, if that makes any sense to this reality you are experiencing right now. Partly due to the idea of Andromeda being your nearest galaxy. And so, in a sense, you could be kind of looking back in time as you look through space-time reality at the Andromeda galaxy, and we might suggest you do this to the best of your ability through a telescope if the opportunity ever comes your way. We hope this answers your question. Law of One, what year I'll enter into trance channeling state? So the year of 2035 offers up its intelligence to us according to this pattern, this question at this time. So it is available to you sooner if you wish to shift timelines. It's all to do with intent, all to do with realization of your galactic heritage and the realization that that is part of the reason you are here and why you are here. So us very much sharing the idea of a 2025 timeline can be pushed forward by a year or so, almost into the present moment, if you are willing to shift your beliefs, shift your perspectives, and shift your stubbornness to understand that channeling is your heritage, channeling is your birthright, channeling is your natural state. You are a galactic citizen of the new earth, in which channeling will be very much foremost a part of interfacing with many dimensions of reality. We can share more on this in your future if you desire, if you wish. Shiva, we hope this answers your question. Law of One, again, very ambitious with all the questions. Any messages you want to share for me? Relax the need to have so many questions answered. All right, we are joking somewhat. One moment. Yes, reread your Law of One heritage. We assume your Law of One naming points to the channeled material by the channel known as Kala Roykert and the entity known as Ra, plus other assistants. If so, we suggest you reread some of this information, chapters 4, 7, and 11, 13 have some relevance for you. Enjoy. Sukhbir Singh, in how many days Bitcoin will reach 18,000 or will go more down? Bitcoin is destined to fluctuate in your reality for some months ahead. There will be a timeline around your August timeline. Understand all timelines are flexible, nothing is guaranteed. We are tapping into a timeline that occurs around your August timeline where Bitcoin may shoot through the roof periodically before coming back down to earth with a bang, as it always does. We hope this helps. Sukhbir Singh, please give any tip to become muscular and lean. Well, the information the channel would like to share is cold showers. It is something he has been working on. He has noticed this effect. We would suggest a high protein diet, while we usually suggest a majority raw vegan organic diet. If you are looking to increase your muscular content, there is no better source of protein in your reality than meat. This is the easiest and simple and most way to efficient to burn energy into muscle. However, we understand that eating meat is repugnant to many of you, and how many of you prefer to eat a vegetarian diet, and this is the way we would suggest you go forward. So looking towards some substances, preferably such as hemp protein. This can be a viable source of protein for rapid muscle building. Whey protein, dairy products are also very good. Try and look towards ones that are vibrationally high due to the cows being looked after in your reality, would be our recommendation. Regular exercise, muscle training, yoga, lifting weights, running, stimulating yourself. You have these vibrational technologies in your reality that actually just make your muscles vibrate and are very kind of lazy ways of increasing muscle mass. Cold showers, exercise, nutrition, diet, detoxification, and regular energetic balancing of your body through chakra work, through meditation, through physical exercise, through cold showers to cleanse your energy, as well as not only tone up the physical body. We hope this helps. Some pointers there for you today. Everything Tesla with Robert. Thank you for your donation. As always, are ghosts real? Everything is real, my dear Robert. For everything is you, and you are infinite in nature. So if everything is you, and you are infinite in nature, how could anything be not real? This is our perspective on this question. And so the question more is, from our perspective, our ghosts real in my reality, in my timeline, in my journey through time and space on this small sphere spinning through a galaxy at very high speeds? This would be the question. Is it real in my reality? And so, yes, of course. The vast majority of things experienced in your earth, be it fairies, nature spirits, Sasquatch, Yeti, unexplored polar regions, bases under your earth, gaps between the layers of magma in your earth where interdimensional beings reside, the halls of Amenti, the majority of things talked of in your reality are based in fact. Not all, some are distorted to points where they are more the vision of the storyteller, and the storyteller got someone carried away, but they normally stem from some space of reality. And so, yes, of course, ghosts are real in your reality. And the more you focus on this reality, the more you have the likelihood of interacting with a ghost. So this is something you want to experience. Continue to ask these kinds of questions, and you may be surprised at what goes bump in the night. Everything Tesla with Robert, do you have any messages in general for me? One moment. Yes, learn to be yourself more in the daytime, specifically when you are doing your daytime tasks, your jobs, your activities. We suggest you try and flow more. Try and drop into the Robert that we know you are when you're out of work, when you're out of school, when you're out of society and you're being yourself, when you're in Nantucket, when you're able to flow in the moment and be yourself. Try and bring this self more into your daily activities with your job purpose. Everything Tesla with Robert. Are the Anunnaki ever coming back? And if yes, why and when? All right, we shall address the Anunnaki issue. So, the Anunnaki beings are a species of yourselves from a timeline that went Ori. We say a species of yourselves for understand that many of you asking these questions have incarnations in these realities, in these dimensions. So just bear this in mind before levying any judgment on them, that they are largely and predominantly actually incarnations of your own consciousness, your own soul matrix. And so just bear in mind that these beings were once you. And so, yes, we will be coming back, speaking as us, as the Anunnaki, for our very strong connections between you, between us, the Yahyel, between the human species, and between us, the Anunnaki. And so, us, the Anunnaki, have been interfacing with your world for many eons. We have made some mistakes in your past, in our past, some glitches, some disagreements, some arguments, some fine tuning of our exploration of your world, or gold as you call it, was necessary. And so we got out of alignment, we got out of harmony with bliss. And so we now objectively return to your world through our planet X, as you have termed it. It will be entering into your biosphere within the next 10 to 13 of your years. It will be interdimensional in nature. Those of you that perceive energies will feel the transit occurring. Begin to acclimatize to our energies now, and you will recognize when the energies begin to interface with your reality in around 6 to 7 years of your time. 6 to 7 years prior to the coming of our planets, our orbitary satellite ship. So Yes, we believe this answers your question. Everything Tesla with Robert. What was I in my past life? We sense you were a kind of nobleman. You existed in Europe in the 1950s as a young squire. You were a stable boy, a stable hand in your youth. You grew into a fine huntsman in the Navy. And your life came abruptly to a short end at the age of 25. You were shot in the eye with a musket from a neighboring vessel harbored by pirates, and came to an untimely demise in your reality. Hence needed to be reborn as Robert another day. We apologize for that shot to the eye. Sukhbir Singh, do you sing songs or listen to music as humans do? So, not exactly as humans do. We don't quite sing pirate songs on our ships like you humans used to do. And we don't sing songs like you contemporary humans do. However, we do like to have a jolly sing song from time to time, yes. So, one moment. Hello, 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 hello. One moment. Yes, we like to make simple music from time to time. Often our tunes are telepathic in nature. We tend to not so much make physical music, but sing to each other vibrationally within one's heart. For the idea is that once a being becomes fully telepathically initiated, you can actually sing in groups in your heart telepathically. So here the ability to create tones, to create sounds, to create vocal scales becomes exponentially larger, and the need for musical instruments, for vocal cords, actually falls away. And so the majority of our musical endeavors are telepathic internal experiences as a collective civilization, as us, we the Yahyel. However, we do have the ability to create instruments in our reality. We like wood, wind. We feel it is very reminiscent of the good old days on Earth in many of our forefathers' realities. So we hope this answers your question. Everything Tesla with Robert. I made a song called Sounds of the Future and posted it on Apple Music. Have any ETs listened to the song, and if yes, who? we haven't directly interfaced with the Apple system and downloaded your song. However, we can interface with this timeline and appreciate the harmonics of your song. Please give us one moment. Yes, we sense it is slightly inspired by sounds of the past in your reality, which is all good, and therefore not purely what your title may suggest, being sounds of the future. For sounds of the future would be different according to what we sense you were envisioning at the time. So we sense next time you make a sounds of the future song, you let go of all inspiration from the past. And we do appreciate this song you have made. We are not wishing to put it down. But if you do wish to create a purely futuristic sound, we suggest you focus your consciousness purely on the future and not be inspired by the past. And therefore the song will be more purely called Sounds of the Future. We do not wish to nitpick. However, if you're going to call it Sounds of the Future, you should at least tap into a future timeline reality and experience that reality first, from our perspective. We are playing with you somewhat, Robert. We enjoy your questioning and your banter. Sukhbir Singh, please tell about entity Karan. Please tell about entity Karan Pizzacchini. Karan Pizzacchini. Sukhbir Singh, please tell about entity Karan Pizzacchini. Well, so the entity you're communicating to us as Karan Pizzacchini, of which the channel knows nothing, and therefore clear communication is difficult. However, Karan Pizzacchini is connected to a certain energy of Japan and the clans of the past. We are not sure if this is translating directly to the version of this entity that you are describing. However, the way we connect in is the idea of Oriental China, Oriental Japan, and the idea of discipline, martial arts, warlords. This is what we are sensing from this name. Robert, I have a feeling that something big is going to happen towards the end of 2023. What is it? Well, it is the completion of your year. All right, we're playing. One moment. We are sensing there are timelines emerging where many of you will split off into different streams of reality around this time. Like we have been sharing for some time through the channel, there are many timeline splits occurring in your reality at present. And of course, if you have followed us for some time, followed the teachings of Bashar and other metaphysical teachers, you will understand that you are shifting timelines all the time, from moment to moment, actually many trillions of times a minute. And so you're always shifting timelines. However, the idea is that there are many divergent timelines occurring at present. There are timelines emerging that have radically different outcomes according to which one you attest to. So when we are saying there are many timeline splits occurring, we are pointing to the fact that there are many divergent realities appearing according to our instrumental precision knowledge at this time. And so the idea is that as we move through the year of 2023, there are going to be many more radical splitting of timelines. One of those such timelines involves a mass sighting of a Yahyel spacecraft over your Nevada locale. What you must do to shift to this timeline is be wary of any government conspiracies around negative extraterrestrial interaction that might play with your energies. Stay steadfast in the knowledge that we are love and light, and the majority of beings interfacing with your reality at this time are love light oriented, due to the fact that this reality we are interfacing with at this time is on a 99.99997 probability of shifting to a fourth density love light future. Therefore, it is unlikely for any negative entities to be interfacing with your reality at this time. However, not impossible. We must be honest. However, there are entities within some of your governmental organizations which wish to propagate some fear so that they are able to steer open contact in their own direction. They have agendas to create certain timelines that would adhere to their preference and not necessarily the preference of all beings on Earth. So we suggest you keep your focus centered on what your heart knows to be true, that we are good, that the vast majority of extraterrestrials interfacing with your reality at this time are love light oriented, and as such all is well. And if you are capable of maintaining your frequency only aligned on this highest timeline of love light reality and all things working out well in your reality according to the highest timeline abilities, and keeping your focus on the highest timeline of love, light, compassion, service to others, creatability, working as a symbiotic organism to co-create a fourth density, fifth dimensional love, light reality together in your world. These kind of ideas, the positive frequencies, and keep your attentions focused on these frequencies, these energies, you will be able to shift yourselves, make a slightly significant timeline leap to another reality where interfacing with us on a grand scale towards the end of this year. And we will not definitely say it will occur in the form of a mass mothership sighting. It could come in the form of several scout ships appearing over your Nevada region, kind of dramatically, being captured on camera and going viral on your internet, creating buzz, creating a vibrational reality where you are actually able to make more timeline skips. So this is what we are sensing at this time. Tesla with Robert. Free money, free happiness, just be happy. Yes, free moneyness, free happiness, just be happy, everyone. Let's all become the vibration of free money, free happiness, and just being happy. Thank you, Robert. Does Planet 9 still exist? Where is it? And what is happening there right now? Does Planet 9 still exist? Where is it? And what is happening there right now? There is some fluctuations between timelines and realities. That which you refer to as Planet 9 is currently fluctuating in and out of your reality, your dimension, according to your focus and your beliefs. Remember, you are always shifting timelines. You are always creating your own reality according to your vibrational output, according to your beliefs, according to your algorithms of energy, according to that which you desire to be true. So our question to you is, what timeline do you wish to shift to? What do you wish to believe into reality and into creation at this time? I am writing a song about ET contact and happiness. Do you have anything you think I should add to that song? Well, we would suggest first and foremost to listen to your heart. Let your heart speak. And so, no, we do not have anything to add to this song, because if it was added by us, it would not be your song. And it is not up to us to sing your song, so to speak. Listen to your heart and sing your heart's song, and there you will find happiness and extraterrestrial contact forevermore. Robert, do you have any images or information you can share with me about what's going to happen in my future? Well, you are going to become a very brave soul. You are going to expand on a level you never dreamed possible. The way your consciousness is expanding right now is destined for great things, dear one, not less the expansion into infinity. So we sense at some point you will re-merge with Source, you will re-merge with your soul, you will re-merge with creation, know yourself as you truly deserve to express and be in this reality. Your heart is going to expand beyond belief. You are going to experience levels of joy, creativity, expansion, well-being, and unconditional love you never thought possible in this reality. We hope you are happy with this answer. Anderson, I have a severe autonomic disorder since 4 weeks ago. Is there any medical advice you can give me? Is there anything I can learn from this illness in spiritually perspective? All right, one moment. Well, the channel reminds us to iterate that we are not medical advisors, that the channel takes no liability for these vibrations coming through his vocal cords at this time. That said, relax. It's connected to energy moving up your spine and disturbances within the root and sacral chakras. If you can do healing work on these chakras, if you can learn about these lower chakras, the root and sacral chakra, and learn about healing the root and sacral chakra, it will help balance this energy flow in your lower chakras, help stabilize the spine, and help harmonize this disorder. We reiterate, neither us nor the channel is a medical advisor. We suggest you take advice from your own medical practitioner that you respect before jumping to any conclusions from the information we have shared. Good day. Cassia, will I be guide for my galactic family in Ireland? Will I be guide for my galactic family in Ireland? We are not quite sure exactly what you wish, Cassia. We are not fully sure what your question means. One moment. Yes, there are connections coming. All is well, all is aligning. Good day. That was the message we received with regards to your question. Do any ETs collect any information on humans, and what ETs are collecting info on me right now? If yes, and why? Do any ETs collect any information on humans, and what ETs are collecting info on me right now? If yes, and why? Yes, actually very, very large numbers. The idea is that there are many hundreds of thousands of individual extraterrestrials, perhaps tapping into millions, many collective consciousnesses, many organisms, entities, and energies actually tuning into this transmission at this time and learning from it. So, yes, there are many, specifically the Pleiadians. We shall leave it at that at this time. Well, as for why, the idea is like, is that not obvious that we want to learn about your civilization? Do you not learn through observation? Do you not learn through interaction? Do you not learn through studying? And so this is how we and many other beings in creation, the idea is in effect that all of creation is actually interaction between different perspectives, so the different perspectives can learn from the other perspectives and become a new unified perspective. And so this is what is occurring in your reality. We are one perspective, the Pleiadians are another perspective, you are another perspective. And we have chosen to come together at this time so we can learn from each other's perspectives. This is actually what creation is. This is how creation grows. This is how life forms evolve. By meeting other perspectives of their own self and seeing their own self from a different point of view lets you have a unique understanding of your own point of view of creation, and you here evolve to a new third point of view. So the point is that beings observing, interacting, learning and studying from you are evolving in the same way that you are observing and interacting and learning and evolving from studying us, to become to a new third perspective, a new evolution and a new consciousness and a new perspective of creation. Thank you for your money, Robert. In this money, in how many days? And thank you for your money too, Sukhbir Singh. In this month, in how many days Bitcoin will go 18,000, and I achieved this. I will achieve financial freedom in this month. How long and how high it will go? One moment. As we believe we have already iterated in this timeline, we suggest you hold off and understand that it will spike around mid-August to the end of August. This is time for the rise you are looking for. We cannot give any more specific information on this timeline at this time. Can you wait till August for your financial freedom? And can you stay aligned with that timeline where you are not too attached and greedy? Yi, a high dimension MSG indicates that the Earth is too heavy due to people's meat eating habit, and in 2027 at least 70% people will be gone. How's your energy? A high dimension message indicates that the Earth is too heavy due to people's meat eating habit, and in 2027 at least 70% people will be gone. How's your opinion? So yes, and of course eating meat definitely affects the Earth's vibration towards the heavy side. As we have iterated from time to time, you should generally move towards a raw vegan organic diet at a rate you feel comfortable with and a rate you feel is safe and steady for your body due to the vibrational effect it has in your reality. We do not sense 70% of the people in your planet will be gone due to this. We sense the person receiving this message was tapping into a very negative and unlikely timeline. We do sense there could be some side effects of the overconsumption of your meat in reality, and not so much even the overconsumption of meat, but the way it is farmed, the way it is produced. And yes, this is having a negative effect on the Earth's energy field, so we suggest you do everything you can to eat the best farmed meat if you do feel you need to eat meat in your reality. Try and eat meat from a source that has had a pleasant life. Try to consume dairy products from cows that have had an enjoyable life, and try to move more towards a raw vegan reality. This would be our advice in your reality. And no, this disastrous timeline will not come to effect. Although there could be some side effects if you do not sort out these disgusting farming methods that still exist in your world. Please also tell about some glimpses of my future, Sukhbir Singh. So, Mr. Singh, we shall share the idea that you shall be traveling somewhat, perhaps in the Shanghai locale. There are business opportunities and business ventures coming forth, energetically centered around this locale and region. Keep your eyes peeled. How many extraterrestrial civilizations are in the Earth planetary system? We assume you mean right now, of this moment, so we shall do our best to center in 17. Some are coming and going with their consciousness, but not fully manifest in this reality to the point we think would answer your question. This may fluctuate back and forth between 21 and even 29 this evening of your time as you go through a significant energetic phase shift and frequencies rise this evening of your time. Ye, what's heaven's secret plan for the small company I just registered? Many hints showed that it's not just like what it looks like, a normal business. Things will be acknowledged in the future, in these transmissions. If you come back to us in 6 to 9 months of your time, we cannot share too much of this unfolding at this time, as we sense you need to intuitively feel into these impulses in your hearts. If we were to give you this information ourselves, you would not act on it to the degree as if you received the download in your heart yourself. So we cannot share too much information at this time. However, no, it is connected to timelines where extraterrestrial contact occurs at an accelerated rate. And so it is very subtly connected to accelerating extraterrestrial contact in your reality. Last question for today. What do you think about the Fermi paradox? The channel does not know what Fermi paradox is. So can you explain for the channel's benefit what the Fermi paradox is? Then he shall be able to relate to us. So please explain what you mean by the Fermi paradox. Anderson, the concept of time is an illusion scares me. Sometimes makes me feel panic. Any advice for me? Well, first of all, you feel panic unnecessarily, for nothing has changed. The structure of what you experience as time has always been the structure of what you experience as time. So the idea is that everything exists here and now as a multidimensional, eternal and infinite crystal of all creation. And time, as you experience it, is just one infinite configuration of all of creation. But the big secret is that you are the infinite creation, and you're all experiencing this within yourself. You're experiencing the idea of time being real within your own consciousness. You're experiencing the idea of time being an illusion within your own consciousness. So the big joke is you are the consciousness, and therefore have nothing to fear. Forevermore, amen. We hope this sets your minds at peace and unlocks some layers within deeper layers of your reality that will begin to integrate the idea of time being illusory on a deeper level, and thus beginning to rest and relax into the eternal time flow dream of all that is, that lasts forevermore, and know that you're an eternal being. So this is what occurs when you understand that time is an illusion. Ultimately, you can only come to the conclusion that you are eternal. So if you are eternal, which is the only rational conclusion that you can come to from further study of the idea that time is an illusion, time is an illusion leads to the rational conclusion that you are eternal. So what is scary about that? Everything Tesla with Robert. I lied. One more question. What is dark matter? One moment. Dark matter from our perspective, and it is somewhat tricky to give a true perspective of what dark matter is, because it is not matter, and only matter really is capable of being laid perspective on. Do you understand what we are saying? That dark matter is not actually matter. It is the idea of non-existence, and therefore is beyond the framework of speculation as to what it is. It is outside time and space. It is actually outside of the realm of matter, outside of the realm of observation, and therefore is something is outside of the realm of observation. How can we explain what it is? We hope this explains what this is. Sukhbir Singh being very persistent about his question about Bitcoin. I mean to say that it will go to 18,000 this month. And if yes, how many days can it take? All right, being as you asked 3 times, we will see what comes to us. 14 days. Good luck. Understand all timelines are flexible. Please stay adherent to the timeline you prefer to the best of your ability. Thank you, Tesla Roberts, for hitting the YouTube donates cap. Anderson, do I have any ET counterparts in Yahyel? Do they have any message for me? Yes, most definitely you have ET counterpart in Yahyel. This is I. Hello, Anderson. I am you. I am your Yahyel counterpart. You may call me Indigo Andromeda, for we have many connections to the Andromeda system. Also, good day. So, 1 or 2 more non-super chat questions. Hi, can you tell me what alien abducted me and why, please? Yes, it was a member of the Zeta Reticuli system for the purpose of the agreement you made to enter into the hybridization program and be one of our foreparents. We thank you for that. You have several hybrid children currently located in the Zeta star system as they interact with their parents. And so they invite you to remember them in the dream time if you wish. Good day. Yi, will I meet my twin flame in physical form this life, and he, she will be a human, animal, or will I meet my twin flame in physical form this life, and he, she will be a human, animal, or will I meet my twin flame in physical form this life, and he, she will be a human, animal, or not in the way you are expecting it, but it will unravel and it will be pleasant in the correct timing. We sense around 20 to 30 years in your future. We hope this bodes well. So at this time, we will hand you back to the channel. The channel has requested we answer one more question. Pushkar, how many incarnations do I have on Earth? 743, roughly, in this timeline, in this parallel reality, in this way, in this form. 738 to 747. There are fluctuations within your soul matrix, but this is what we are sensing at this time. And so, on that note, we will begin the process of handing you back to the channel's consciousness, the channel's regular waking beta awareness. The channel says thank you. We say gratitude to your realm for interacting with us in this form, in this way at this time. We shall now begin the process of handing you back to the channel, as we previously already stated. Hello, Shivai, and good day. We love you eternally, Earth humans. We shall see you this time next week in another eternal now, projected from the one infinite moment of all that is. Good day and Shivai, good day. Hey everyone, thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the questions. Sorry I didn't get through to more regular non-super chat questions, although we've been going like an hour and 20 minutes almost, and that's quite a long time to be channeling. Sorry, Billy Magic. You're a little bit too late. I've just come out of the channeling state. You just asked who is Babaji. What I receive when someone says who is Babaji, I receive like an avatar of the one infinite creator's consciousness. Sorry though, I came out of the channeling state. Billy Magic, if you come back same time next week, and I'll try to remember your name and put the question high at the top of the questions, and I'll try and answer it next time next week. And sorry for not answering your Great British Pound donation. They all come through in like different currencies. I don't know if you see that at your end. I think you do. So yeah, so okay, let me just see if I can tune in. Who is Babaji? He's an incarnation of your own self from another timeline. Yeah, I kind of getting pointed to the fact like Babaji is a very pure like incarnation of source consciousness, or almost what you might call an avatar. You know that he's just like pure consciousness in form, and so that's why I was getting that he's a aspect of you, because like when they talk like that, they mean us as the one infinite self, because we're all the same being. So Babaji is you, Babaji is me, Babaji is... Whoa, what is the screen doing? The screen just flipped double flip. Wow, what's going on? Hold on, are you still there, guys? My phone is doing strange things.